Yo guys, Games and Gain shirts are back on sale. Links in the description, get them while you can. Hey, what's up guys, Bajheera here. So this video is going to be what I'm going to call a rebuilding leg workout, because even though I've been training my legs fairly well for a long time now, I think that we have some work to do, guys. Now, I may have talked about this before, but I think throughout all the dieting that I did for my competition, which was all worth it, we ended up winning. You know, super happy, super proud about that. I think my legs took the biggest hit in terms of size and strength. What's interesting about this, though, is when I was eating a ton of food over the wintertime, I actually got pretty freaking strong. I was setting PRs for squat. I hit my biggest squat ever, which was 355 or 365, something like that. Anyway, I was really proud of that and really happy with how that went. But during the winter months, I remember taking training a little bit easier, giving my body a chance to recover, because I had realized that I hadn't ever taken a break, really, after my competition, and lifting all the super heavy weight the way I was doing over the wintertime was actually kind of beating my body up a little bit. So I took it a little bit easy for a little while, and I don't fully feel like I've recovered my previous strength from the wintertime, or even strength from before I started my diet as well. So that's why I'm calling this a rebuilding leg day, is because it's pretty similar to what I would be doing anyway with my leg training. A whole lot of reps, not necessarily super heavy weight, but really just grinding it out. And hopefully just me training this way is going to help me get back into the swing of things, get back a little bit stronger, probably put some size back on, because I know that I've never had a very powerful squat. But fortunately, my legs still weren't too much against growing, so I had pretty big legs. Maybe if I wasn't super strong, that's okay with me. I know that physique isn't really a category that emphasizes leg development, but just for me overall, leg training is some of my favorite training. It really, I feel like, demands the most out of you. It really brings out your intensity, makes you rise to the occasion. I think that's just good practice. Plus, it just feels good to lift some heavy weight, and I think, you know, squatting is a good way to do that, because I haven't been doing very many deadlifts recently. I still want to work deadlifts back into my program. I'm not 100% sure how I want to do that, maybe on back day or something like that, but even then, I wouldn't really want to deadlift super heavy. The reason for that is I feel like nothing that I do in the gym is going to get me hurt, except for deadlifts. I feel like deadlifts are the one exercise that I could do that could possibly get me injured. So I haven't really been doing a lot of deadlifts. But anyway, leg day is really important to me because it demands a lot of intensity. It's important for your leg development, obviously a balanced physique, but it also, I feel like, helps me with my entire rest of the week of training. You know, I do a 4-day rotation. I do legs, arms and shoulders, back, chest, repeat. And if I have a good leg day, it really puts me in a solid rhythm to have good workouts for the rest of the whole, I call it week, but the next 4 days. So as you can tell, for a lot of reasons, leg training is important to me. And it's an area of my development that I want to continue to improve on, and to maybe even get back to where I was with. So what I'm doing for my leg training usually is, at least on this workout, I was doing 3 sets at every weight bracket. So I would do 3 sets of bodyweight squats, 3 sets of just bar squats, and then 3 sets of, you know, the bar with a 45 plate on it, and that's pretty much my warm-up. Then I'll start getting into the 3 sets of 185, then 3 sets of 205, then what you're seeing me do right here is 3 sets of 225. And 225 is kind of where I really have to start engaging with my workout. The sets up to the bar are just pure warm-up, just almost like mobility stuff, just getting blood moving. The sets of 220 or of 185 and 205 are kind of like, okay, we're starting to put some weight on there now. Let's get into our form. And then once we get to 225 and above, that's when things start to get a little heavy. I feel like, let's see how many sets I'm doing, or how many reps I'm doing. I feel like I usually am doing like 8 to 10 reps with 225, which is good. And for this particular workout, my camera gave out before I did. My camera ran out of juice. So I ended up doing, I think, a few sets at 235 and 245. And for those sets, I'm probably going 235, I'm probably doing like sets of 8 again, and then for 245, I'm either going for 6 or 5, something like that. And that's pretty good for me. I still really want to focus on grinding out the volume, trying to get my rep count higher rather than getting the weight higher for right now, until I feel a little bit more comfortable with my squats, just because I just still feel just like a little bit off. And I'm not sure if my form is off. I just don't feel real solid and stable like I used to. But I still think I should encourage myself to try some heavier weight every once in a while. And so for my previous couple leg days after this one, I've been being willing to put on a little bit of weight and go for those sets of 3, sets of 4. Still haven't even gone up to 275 though, which is what I used to do for 3. And then when I was getting really, really strong over the wintertime, when I was eating like 8,000 calories a day, being a big old fat boy, I was doing that for like sets of 5 and 6, which was incredible to me. I was super pumped about that. But like I said, I got a little bit more body fat that I wanted doing that, and I got a little bit more dinged up than I wanted. I remember having a little bit of pain in my like knees and my ankles even. And honestly, the most annoying thing was the way that I was situating my elbows. Is I was actually getting pain in my elbow from doing squats, from like squeezing so hard with the bar in that angle. But honestly, my leg training's come along. I wanted to share it with you guys. Definitely, like I said, I want to get more of these gym videos out for you because my training is going really well right now. Even if I'm not the strongest I've ever been, I feel like I'm in a good rhythm with my diet and my training, so we can make a lot of progress this off season, even during the summertime where we want to stay lean. But hope you guys are doing well. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!